Welcome back, everybody, to Real Chill Conversations. And today we have a guest in the building. And we have my co host, of course, Brenna. And we have Bacon the General in the building, too.
What's good? What's good? Salute.
What's
So
poppin'?
today is going to be definitely a good episode. And I do want to say before we get started, I want to send out prayers to Jamaica right now.
Yes,
They are going through a really hard time with this hurricane. So prayers for everyone affected by this hurricane. So
for
today we're
sure, for
gonna
sure.
start with you, Bacon the General. Tell everyone where they can listen to you and follow you on social media.
Hey, what's up? I'm Bacon the General. Spelled just like it sound. You can find me on all streaming platforms, all social media sites by Bacon the General. That's me. Look it up on every platform.
That's right. And we're going to start off the podcast with questions to you because I see you on social media doing your thing. And, I get excited. I'd be like, okay, okay. So thank you for joining us tonight because this is what we make it about. We want people to come on our platform and actually express what they're doing, whether it's business, entertainment. You're an artist, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How did you the video that I saw that was going viral on social media right now is built different.
Yes, ma'am. Yep, that's my newest track, my latest project, Built Difference, a single in the album featuring me and
So
Cheese.
so tell us, how did build different come about?
Yes,
Uh, it basically came about from just things I've been through, and like just coming from where I come from, had to keep reinventing myself and rebuild myself up every chance I get to stay ahead of the curve. So that's what inspired it. Just myself getting up one day and saying, "Look, man, I got to get back to it. I got to rebuild myself even better than I was before." So that's where it came from.
so, Bacon, I'm glad that you said that, which kind of already leads me to one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is kind of what motivates you to keep kind of reinventing yourself and getting yourself, ahead of the game as far as like trending items and, just getting people to take notice of your different platforms and to be able to listen to you and stream and everything.
Well, basically, like it's just the love for the music that I have genuinely in my heart. I love music. I love doing music, performing music, writing music. Even though most times I freestyle, I don't really write, but I just love the whole concept, the whole art of everything that comes with music. Even if I wasn't getting paid, I still do it. So that's just what inspires me all the time, and I want to stay. Just
Yes.
I want to be top competition out here. Whether you're younger or older than me, I want to be able to hang with everybody and on every level. So that's
Right.
that's a motivation. Just keep bettering myself.
And one of the things that you said that's really important is that, when you're truly passionate about something, it's something that you would do even if you weren't getting paid for it. So money seems like it's definitely not your motivator, but the passion for the music and to also, deliver your messages through your music. Who are some artists that we might recognize or maybe we might not recognize, but you could put us on to some people that actually inspired you to create and perform your music?
Well, one of my biggest influences right now is Stevie Stone. He
Okay.
used to be on Strange Music with Tech Nine and them for multiple years. Now
Yep.
he has his own label now, and I felt like when me and him connected, the thing about how the connection worked is because like he come from a small town. He come from Columbia, Missouri, and it's kind of like Omaha, where I'm from, Omaha, Nebraska. It's a lot of dead weight, a lot of dead ends and hate. You know what I'm saying, for people that's trying to make plays, and the love that he has for what he does. Like when I see him perform, when I hear his music, you could tell it's genuine. You could tell he do it because he love it. So it
Yeah.
don't matter. It don't matter if when I seen him performing, it was 5 people in the crowd or 5,000. He was the same performer. You know what I'm saying? He went just as hard all the time. So that's one of my biggest inspirations right now. I'm learning from him. He's teaching me a lot with this. He helped me get out the slum and put me in the game. with everything that we're doing right now, he kind of opened this platform up for me to do my thing on. So Stevie Stone definitely is one of my biggest inspirations right now. Um, Besides Stevie Stone, I always looked up to people like Master P and
Okay.
Dr. Dre and them, and, 50 Cent, them type of guys that went out and did their thing on their own, built their own empires, wore their
Mm-hmm.
own clothes, put their people on, and believed in people that people didn't give a chance. So, them my inspirations.
I like that.
Excellent.
I like that.
Yeah.
What moment in your life made you decide to pursue this artist industry, like seriously? Like, is it just now that you're getting to it, or
Now, what inspired me is just like what made me start getting into music. I always been a music head. So my father, regardless of our relationship, he teaches a band. He's a master musician. He teaches band across the nation. He works at a high school and he teaches people how to play the instruments. So it was always in my blood already. And just when I went out one day and did a talent show and performed as a youngster, it just kept my interest. It kept me interested in it. It made me feel a certain way. And it was just something about it when I used to just hang out with people in the neighborhood or at school or at a party, wherever I was at. Like I start freestyling, just start, playing music in my head, making sounds. It was just part of me. So that's what,
it was just already in your head?
yeah, young little jukebox.
Naturally, just
Yes.
naturally. Take us behind the scenes of making a verse. What's the moment that usually makes you say that's the one? Like
Um,
that's it right there.
well, when it comes to verses or songs or whatever, putting a song together, I get a lot of beats sent to me, and sometimes I might skip over some beats that they be cool, but they're not the ones I really like. They don't catch me right away. So some things just catch me. Some beats just catch me right away, and then a song pop in my head. So as soon as I hear the beat, I'm like, okay, and then I put the beat on. I freestyle a hook, and then bam, it just come. It just like
So you
come
do
natural.
write your own lyrics too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I freestyle everything. I don't write. I freestyle. It comes right off the dome, right from the heart. You know what I'm saying? So everything is coming right from the bloodline. It's not coming from. I don't gotta think about it because it's real life. It just
I
comes.
say it because I'm built different. I feel like it talks to me. Like that's my anthem. I really like it. I
Yeah,
really
it's
like
good.
it.
I listen to it, and for me it's always great to hear and see new artists. Bacon, I have a background in radio,
Okay.
traditional radio at a college station, and also internet radio as well. So getting to interview and listen to new music and get access to speak to artists and creators and get a chance to talk to them. It's always interesting to hear like their backstories and like who they would collaborate with and who they'd work with. So one question I'm going to ask you for sure is, you mentioned that your dad teaches high school band. Have you ever put any music together, or have you ever worked with your dad to create any tracks for anything that you've put out so far? Or is that something that you guys are maybe working on, collaborating on something together in the future?
It'd be cool if that would happen, but I ain't talked to my dad in like 10, 15 years. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, but it'd be dope though. That'd be dope. I wish it
That
would
would
happen.
be dope.
Yeah.
What feedback, or I'm sorry, what advice would you give another upcoming artist like you?
What advice I would give them is to lead with their heart. Like if they really into what they doing, don't let your mind overtake what your heart feel. Don't let because people get in your head, and when they get in your head, they get in your heart,
Whew.
and they take you out of what you really love and passionately do, which makes you you. And people will dummy your gift down for you to fit their purpose. And your purpose is to give the world or give to whoever is listening or paying attention. Your purpose may be to give them that part of you. And people don't like that shine. They don't like that. Some people will dim your light. So you got to pay attention to that. Just focus on what you're supposed to do, what you feel in your heart, and the right people will fall in line.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's real right there.
You have any more questions, Brenna, for him?
Yeah. So where do you see yourself, Bacon, in the next year and in the next 5 years? Where do you see your brand and your whole creative concept? What direction do you see that going? Do you see you wanting to get to a certain level and then also kind of work with other creators and other artists, get put on and work with them in a more producer type role or a label exec? Like, what kind of plans you have in the next year and in the next 5 years? What can we expect from you?
It's
My,
coming.
my plans, I don't really like to let people really know my plans, but you know what I'm saying? But
Just say
I
it's coming.
it's
Yep.
coming. I definitely have a lot of things in the making. I'm working towards. I want to definitely build off and turn into a real entrepreneur to become an icon like Russell Simmons and them and you know Jay-Z and them. I want to become something huge, something different, something that people in my session could look up to and believe in and understand that they could do the same, if not bigger. That they kids, my kids, our kids all could look up to and be proud of. Something right here, homegrown in this region that we don't have, like Atlanta or Dallas or Chicago, Miami's, you know, Houston's and LA's. You know, we don't have the big record execs and the A&Rs and the beat makers and the music scene here like, you know, them type of towns do. We don't have that, but I want to be the person that helps that grow to where it becomes a crossroads for people to make things happen right here in the Midwest, in the Mid South.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
All right, you all. So now we're going to go into the second half of the podcast of today. And the topic is the disconnect, the lack of support from people you know versus strangers. Let me tell you why I picked this topic. Because a lot of people around me in my circle are, trying to do something. They're trying to either do music, they're creating content, they're doing a lot of different things. So I noticed that a lot of people in my circle, including myself, sometimes do be looking like, dang, like strangers will support you more than people that you know.
Yep.
Definitely.
So, and I also picked it as well because Bacon the General actually had a post about it. And I was like, okay, this will be a perfect topic to talk about today. So I wanted to ask you all, have you all ever been in that situation?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I understand how that go. You know, I had a lot of people that I've been around in my journey with this, and I built up a team several times and had to start over several times because people come around for the wrong reasons. Some people think it's an overnight thing. Some people think they deserve more than what they do. Some people want the spotlight. They want it faster. That's the ones willing to handle the baton. You know what I'm saying? And don't understand that we all in the same race together. It don't matter one win, we all win. So I understand how that go, and I understand too how some people just don't have the patience. You know, some people feel they can do more without you. That's cool. You know, cut the ties. You do your thing, I do mine. You know, so I've been through that. I've been through that even with relatives, friends, girlfriends. You know, my own brothers and sisters and cousins. That's just how it go. People don't see you, and you too close for them to see the smoke. You know, or see the glow. I should say you too close. But once you start getting celebrated by strangers, you meet strangers, they appreciate your what you bring to the table. They see you differently. They met me doing music. So the music is what caught their attention. They heard the music before they even seen me. So when they met me, it was just like a they genuinely rock with me because the music caught their attention. And they just treat me differently than people that was around me who probably wouldn't play my music. They're gonna probably play Drake or whoever they're gonna play over me because they know me. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear me. They want to hear them, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? Just let them be that. But when it changes, and then you become the one that everyone else is playing, and they hear that, now they want to act like they, been rocking with you. You know, that's just how
Right,
that's how I go.
right. That's what I was talking about, Brenna. What you
Oh,
think?
yep. Exactly. I mean, I can certainly echo those sentiments. When I got started with my career. It was very interesting to see the reaction I was getting from my inner circle at the time, and my family and people that I thought were my friends. Um, and I just, no matter what, like you were saying earlier on, Bacon, you just have to stay committed to what it is that you want to do for yourself, and don't let anybody try to dim your light, and don't dim your light for anyone else. That was a lesson that I had to learn like very early on, and it just kept me focused, and it kept me in the game. I mean, it moved me here um to Atlanta from Virginia, and that's where I was in radio there, to come out here because I wanted to expand, and I wanted to do more, and I wanted to grow. I didn't want to stay stuck in the same position, because people in radio don't really move. And, I knew that things were starting to take a turn, and they were starting to change, as streaming was starting to get more and more prevalent. And there was an opportunity to venture into the internet market. And so I took it. And, it's been a genuine journey, for me. And I definitely can appreciate the support that I've gotten from strangers and people that have reached out and, sent DMs and messaged me and things like that. Versus what I thought I had, close by my side. So even when I wasn't getting the support, I still stayed focused on what my end goal was. And I didn't let that, brief disappointment or that slight disappointment deter me from my path. So yeah, for sure.
Definitely, I feel all of that.
With people, you basically have history with them in one way or another. With strangers, I just feel like you have no prior history with them, and it is less risky when it comes to gossip, because people, sometimes when you're doing something and they see you, they like to gossip about it, and I'm not saying in a nice way. Sometimes it be in a not nice way.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Definitely.
Um, Also with strangers, there's no emotional investment there.
Yeah.
Um, so to me, talking to a stranger will feel more liberating in anything that I'm doing.
Yeah, because there's no history that's there for them to try to, be like, well, what is she trying to do? Like, what she got going on? Because I knew her when she was doing this, or I knew her when she had this going on. Like, people be quick to say that they know you, and they know who you are, and they know what you're about, or they like to align themselves with you when they see that you're
Mm-hmm.
doing great. But it's like, okay, but where were you in the beginning when I was on this journey? Yeah, you rocking with me now. That okay, that's cool, but I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
that's kind of like the perspective that I had to take, and I had to realize that not everybody that was aligning with me was really aligning with themselves with me for genuine reasons that was close. But those that I didn't have any history with, and there was nothing for them to be like, oh yeah, I know who she is, I know her, they would just make that connection, or like something that I said, or something that I posted, or what have you. So that's definitely an experience, and it's a great compliment to receive acknowledgement from someone that doesn't know who you are at all, and just recognizes something in you that resonates within them. That means that your intention and your purpose, what you're putting out there, is touching someone, is reaching someone.
Definitely.
And even if it's one person, 5 people, 10 people, I mean, it's still making a difference.
Definitely. Definitely. It matters. It does. I think sometimes too be some people just, you know, when you outgrow certain people in certain situations, they can't grow with you when they become
Right.
enemy more than, like they start feeling funny towards you rather than approving the come up or approving the change. Once you want to
Yes.
do something better, they don't want to approve it. They like feel like you feel you better than me, or however they
Right.
might take it, and I think a lot of people, they get stuck uh caring about that, and they don't want to
Yep.
let go of those type of people because they feel like that's the connection we have. So
Right.
you gotta sometimes let them type of connections go if you want to grow, because people will keep you connected to some negativity forever. No matter how successful you become, if you keep your connections or your ties with them type of people, they'll always bring up the old version of you. They'll always judge you by things that you've done before you made a change for the better or made a change
Yes,
for your purpose,
yes.
before you outgrew those
Mm-hmm.
habits and you let those type of things go to make sure that you can reach the next level. They'll never let it go because they'll still throw it in your face, bring it around you, or just put it in your mind, cloud your day
Yeah.
with it. You know what I'm saying? I learned that in
Yep.
my life too, so I just really separated myself from all of that completely.
And people that are close to you, some of them would actually make you feel guilty
That's your
or
job. That's
some
what you
type
gotta
of
do.
obligation, because, for some reason
Because
or
they can't get
another.
up and do it. When the light is on you, or when God hands is on you, and you feel them, and you trying to tell them, and they can't feel it. It's like they don't believe. And it's up to you just to do your thing. If you really believe in that, you just gotta go do it. You just gotta move on it. You can't keep on waiting and let other people feelings justify your actions. Get up and show them what it is. If they can't get up with you and say, "Hey, let me start my day off like you. Let me try to be more like you," then that's on them. They'll follow everybody else trends. You know what I'm saying? They'll follow all the negativity, but when they see you on something
Oh,
else, they ain't rolling with you on that. We can go get toe up together, but we can't go get to the gym together. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. And that's
Right.
the type of things I'll be noticing. If I choose and pick carefully, wisely, calculated steps.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
we had some time. I had some times where I expected people to do certain things, and I was just like, why they're not even doing this, or why they're not even doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like I had to understand that, like he said, like Bacon the General said, like sometimes these people are not even where you at
Right.
yet.
Yeah. Yep.
So it does take time. It does. So I learned to be more patient
But
when
the
it
other
comes.
thing, too, I'm glad that you said that. When you get to that point that you are recognizing and realizing and unlocking your potential, and you're vibrating higher, and you're elevating, it's really a time in which people that want to kind of absorb that energy from you but still manage to stay stagnant, but you start realizing that you are moving away from those types of people, and engaging with more like-minded individuals, more people, like your social circles start evolving and changing a bit to people that are about doing something, like making changes, making improvements, reaching goals, making a way for their lives to be better. And I think that's important, that that you stay connected to people that offer that same like-minded mindset that you have, to help keep you growing and accomplishing.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I think that's good too. Do y'all feel like reaching out to your closest friends sometimes feel riskier than sending a message to a stranger?
Definitely. Definitely. It's
Because
like
you're
you.
more, I think you're more vulnerable with a close friend, because someone that's a close friend, again, like, you have that history, so you feel a little more vulnerable if you reach out to them, and if they don't, respond to you, or they don't pick up on your request. Like, you might ask them to share a post, or you might post something and you think that it's like it's great, but no, nobody says anything or comments on it, and it's like, like, why have all these other people saying something and responding, but people in my close circle are not. Other people are sharing what I'm saying, or liking my messages, but people that I'm close friends with, they're not. But I could reach out
That
to
you would
someone and like
expect to do it.
message
Right.
them, yeah, and message them and say,
Yeah.
hey, can you share this, and they will.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had this other question for you all. Do people around you all ever offered, did anyone around you has ever offered unhelpful advice about what you were doing and trying to accomplish? And how was that like?
Helpful advice, somebody who's close to me.
Unhelpful.
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 Uh, Let me see. Yeah, I have a lot of people put some unhelpful thoughts in my head about what I was doing for sure. Um, Try to take me off my path with putting doubts in my head about messing with the certain people that was looking out for me. Like you said, I'm Stevie, a stranger. Even though we started working together, I met him during my music journey. So I never knew him since we was kids, and he looked out for me more than everybody really around me. And me messing with him, a lot of people trying to talk me out of it, like talking me out of doing shows with him, or making it seem like he wasn't doing enough for me, or his word wasn't bond. And I'm like, y'all don't know the relationship, and we talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things I wasn't even telling everybody because it's me and his business. But I'm trying to get them to understand the process, and people were like just rushing it and pressing it, and hey, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, man. You should do on your own. You've been doing your own thing, this and that. And I'm like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't see the vision. I can't force it on you. You know what I'm saying? So I've been through it, but I stayed focused, and it got me in a way better position than if I'd have listened to them on that.
That's good that you didn't listen, because some people actually do listen to other people when it comes to like, critic to me is criticizing,
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
um but
If you don't
someone
like
told
him,
some
then you
someone
shouldn't like
told
him
me
either.
someone actually told me the other day, they was like, Dominique, like, you good, because I like how you are, because you want to see people how they are for yourself. Like, you don't
Yeah.
listen to what other people say. And I was like, you know what? That's true. That's true. I don't.
Yeah, that is true. I would say that's.
Yeah, I want to get to know you. I want to know who you are. You know what I'm
Get your own
saying?
perspective.
Yes, I want to paint my own picture. Like,
Right.
I don't need nobody to paint no picture for me, because sometimes that is how we lose people, and we miss out on blessings. It's
Definitely.
like we push away the people that are really trying to help us versus the people that are really not doing much.
Period.
Right. Right.
You have too much loyalty for the wrong things, wrong people, the wrong type of energy. People, you know what I'm saying? They like, I ain't gonna lie, it's just a lot of us, that's just what we grew up on. And we grew up being loyal to all the wrong people forever. And sometimes we get lost in that when we get older, and you still be staying too close to people you should have been let go. Even if it's from a distance, it's from a distance. I don't gotta mess with you like this no more. And that's just how it be. You see a lot of athletes get to the NBA or the NFL or even college, get to college and playing big time sports on TV, and they mess their own career up
Right.
by, going back and
And you'll
dabbling
know,
with people.
I'm glad you said that, because you'll really know who your strong support system is,
Yep.
even in your own circle, because they're gonna go with you. Y'all gonna be
Mm-hmm.
together on the same level and everything.
They
Yep.
ain't gonna allow
Like,
you to get into no mess. They gonna tell you, hey, you messing up, man. We gotta protect you, man. You on good purpose. You the one. They gonna believe it. They gonna see it. They see you pushing.
and
They gonna
motivate
they gonna
you.
push you. They gonna motivate you to go do that. Go to school, bro. Hey man, put that drink down, man. Hey, don't go to the club. They gonna tell you stay away from this and that.
And some people don't want you to tell them that, though. I'm not like, I've seen that. Like, when you try to actually help some people and tell them like
Yep.
the right thing to do, or
Yep.
like some people actually fall back on that.
They do. They get very resentful and very defensive, and I don't understand what the defense is. Especially if you've already been through a situation and you are kind of speaking from experience. If you can save someone, from wasting time or putting their energy in the wrong place and help them shift their focus and kind of help guide and navigate that. I mean, I would appreciate that. I've always appreciated anyone that has been sort of in a mentor type role to me and has given me good advice and how to make good decisions and to recognize what's really in my best interest and what to kind of look out for in characteristics of people. And like, Dominic, I also like to paint my own picture and gain my own perspective. I had never really just fell in line with what everybody else would say about a person. And I think that's, a great quality to have, especially being in this arena and having this platform. It's like you have to be really open minded and to really hear different thoughts and perspectives, and you might get some ahas. There have been plenty of times that we've had guests that have been on and they've shared things and shared knowledge and intel, and it's been like, wow, that's really helpful information. That's really great info. Constantly absorbing, constantly learning, never being closed, always staying open.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And I feel like I don't allow people to trigger me. Um, and like back to the topic, I do feel like it's true that strangers will support you more than those who know you. Even on social media. Even on social media, I've seen people like delete everybody they know and start over from scratch, baby. And it'd be like
Yeah,
people they don't even know, and there are their biggest supporters. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible. People will go tell.
God is moving. Is I'm gonna save that for the end when I have my last remarks. So Brenna, do you have any last remarks?
I mean, I'm
I'll
gonna
go
just
last.
I'm gonna say this. It's definitely been a journey, and I definitely have the experience with the lack of support from people versus strangers. It's been an eye-opening experience, and like I said, a journey. But I just continue to encourage people to remain open, be open to change, and change gets a little bit uncomfortable. But when you're uncomfortable and you have change, I mean, that's definitely a good thing. So don't
Make you
be scared
strong.
when you get to that place. It just means that you're evolving. And I will leave it
And
there.
it's positioning you.
Yes.
Bacon, the general, do you have any last remarks?
Uh, my last remarks is I appreciate y'all time and thank y'all for having me. Everyone who listened, tuned in, everybody who comment, share, do whatever y'all do on this platform. I appreciate that. And just everybody, just stay positive, man. We need more love out there. I don't care all the men versus the women conversations and the blacks versus the every everything that's going on. Let's just get to the point and be positive and let's build some unity and love in the world more than paying attention to this negativity they keep on pressing us with and putting on our heart. That's the only thing I got to say. Let's have some fun, man.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. And I do want to thank you for joining us on the podcast. Thank you for giving us your time. And we hope to see you again. Hopefully, you'll be able to come back. And I wish you, the best on going to the next level. And I know y'all traveling now, so you all will be going to the West Coast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And I do have some final remarks about our topic today. I want to say that, you know, uh, I've seen a lot of people get discouraged on stuff that they do and they're trying to achieve because they don't feel supported by their loved ones, their family, their friends, even their husbands, even their mates, you know. So I do want to say this. God is doing something in your life, and people you know are not even supporting you, but there's strangers out there showing you love. So don't let it discourage you. Don't let anyone stop you from what you're doing. It's okay. God will send the right people into your life to encourage, love, and support you. So don't worry about those things. Nowadays there's so much hate and jealousy. It's sad to say, but it's the truth. And I had to learn that it's not me. It's not me. It's them. So sometimes you have to let people deal whatever their issues they might have in their own lives. So I did have to learn that as well. And a great takeaway is that people that didn't support you again, that you think should have, is a good eye opener to not to criticize or judge, but just to move on and do your thing and know that you will be supported by others. And I try to do that in my circle, in my social media. If I see it, I'm sharing it, you know, as long as it's nothing absolutely bad, you know what I'm saying? Like if I see you doing anything good, anything that is trying to level you up or whatever the case may be, content creators have a lot of those. I try to share the posts. I try to share whatever it is that they're doing because I like to see that. It keeps me motivated. So, and we'll end it there. Thank you, you guys, for joining in.
No problem.
And we
Thank
did have some
you.
people in here, but I didn't see any comments. So if you missed the live, you could go back and watch it.
Watch it and comment, and we'll see them and respond.
Definitely.
All right, y'all. Bye
All
bye.
right.
All right.
Bye. Have a good night, everybody.
Nice to
Good
meet
night.
y'all. What's up?
Thanks, Bacon.
No problem. Thank y'all.